Saturday!
All right, so episode 15. Saturday Night Cell Swords. So the first thing that I wanted to do tonight is I wanted to go through and do a debrief / open the table up to some talking points in case there's anything anybody wanted to discuss or talk about relating to the campaign. Not your tactics for the upcoming fight, more or less just like getting a pulse of...
Yeah, you can't know those yet. That's a
Yeah.
surprise.
Yeah, of getting an idea of what's going on in the
About
game.
air balloon cannon.
So, Sierra, is there anything you want to say? Josh?
No.
Blake?
Skip Lou.
Lou's opinions will be tabled until next week.
Cobalt.
Cabal.
Actually, I do have a question.
Okay.
I know you put like a limit on shopping in town and such, and I assume that magical items that might be, hey, let me check with you.
Yeah.
But mundane items should be fine.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the mundane item. Most towns are not within the Renaissance base yet, so you can't buy anything that would require like curved glass, black powder, or advanced crafting techniques. So like, you can get a general sword, right? But you could not get
But I
a
get the
like
parts
silvered
and
master crafted
Create
sword.
or have something made, but yeah, like a spring or something would be
Yeah.
more feasible, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
But yeah, like if you need a potion bandolier sewn up, you can get that.
Because
If you need
most
a
of my
shield-
character stuff are mainly mundane items. That's why I was
Yeah.
like, I should probably ask on that because, like, oh, I mean, I got money. You said 1,000. I can buy anything I want because my stuff's all cheap.
Yeah, so the economic threshold of each town is going to be adjusted based off the Knight of Coin.
Mm-hmm.
And then also, as a campaign setting, I guess motif,
Yeah.
the prevalence of magic items outside of major cities
Yeah.
is decreased. And
I
that's
mean-
due to, like, the size of the world.
Yeah, and obviously a place like the camp are obviously going to be very,
Yeah, where there's, like, less...
very little of that. But
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
But the
That
opposite
was
is true too. In like really high
my question. I have
profile
no other-
towns will find better items.
This is correct. Also, dungeons tend to be more populated with loot. So
Of course.
I know in the
Of course.
past I've been one to like really shell
Sparse.
out loot whenever you get it, or really sparse. Feast or famine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. In this case, most dungeons are going to be feast. Right, and that's just and again, not everything you find is going to be useful.
Yeah,
Not
like-
everything you
Like certain
find.
potions.
Yeah. Not. We're going to come back to that.
I'm gonna jump.
But that's okay, guys, because you're forgetting about the one thing. I don't have detect good and detect evil.
Oh, that's, I mean, yeah,
I have
same.
detect magical items.
There's just detect magic.
Well, actually, it's specifically to items, though.
Yeah, it's
I
like
thought you could
for
also do it
phrasing.
on a creature.
I can to see what their magical item is, and after a number of things. I can't do it to detect magic people.
Okay.
I read through it. Make sure I know what it's talking about.
But yeah, no. So if it's gonna be check with me for a while.
Odd mundane things should probably check with you. Common check.
Yeah.
It should
Common
be there.
stuff.
But
yeah.
I heard there's some cool ass paladin shit in this building,
Yeah.
and I want to find it.
I can't anything at the moment, but
All right.
You gotta
Tom,
think
did you have anything you wanted to say? Ask. Comments, complaints, concerns, quibbles.
The only thing we're trying to make sure I'm double checking the notes. Sierra gave us some information, but are the people inside the fortress, as far as we know, alerted to our current presence outside the fortress?
As far as you know, no.
Okay, that's
Because after you finished destroying the lower gatehouse occupants, there was no reaction coming from the fort.
all right.
So
We've had a couple minutes to like.
yeah, to kind of assess the situation.
Alright, it's quiet.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi.
All right, that's
There
all
you
the
go.
information I needed.
All right, Steve,
I'm good.
Jamie.
I'm good.
Okay. So a couple things. This is mostly pertaining to the group, not necessarily the campaign. When it comes to like dealing out loot and a lot of that stuff, it's all going to be, for the most part, random, and I may sprinkle in some things that I think the group is useful. And that may mean you get some stuff that isn't useful and you just sell it. That may mean you guys get some stuff that's situational. Blake and I had a discussion over the potions of jump,
the jump
and we
spell in
just
general.
and we disagree over the functionality of jump. But that's just That's just the mechanics
Yeah.
of the system.
Yep.
Right. So.
So that is.
To bring everyone up to speed, I don't know if he talked to you guys about it. He was requesting that we retcon the jump mechanics and replace them with the 5th edition version.
I just use the jump spell for good.
Yeah, the 5th edition
Yeah.
version of the jump spell. That's what I mean.
Not the mechanic.
And that's been denied. We're gonna keep with the Pathfinder style of jump, which is, I recognize that it is not as efficient in what it does.
I don't think it's
But
the
it ha-
spirit of the spell, but go
Yeah,
on.
but it has its uses, right? So, again, in the future, if you guys have any comments, complaints, concerns, or quibbles over loot, I'm going to be more restrictive in what I retcon and what I do for you, because for the most part, loot is a reward.
Yeah.
Right. The other thing is for deciding whether or not we're going to run Sword of Air or whether or not we're going to run one shot. I would request that the decision be made probably by Wednesday at the latest, because that's usually when I try to sit down and do some prep work.
Of course.
Yep. And if the decision's been made prior to or at that time, any changes to that plan be reserved for like emergencies. Okay.
So then off that, could we kind of emphasize everyone to visit the Discord occasionally? At
Yeah.
least once a day, just to make sure there's no, like,
Exactly.
hey, someone want to run a one-shot this week because blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm
Because
totally
I know
fine
your
with that.
alerts were off and you didn't know, and then you didn't respond until later.
Now,
but
once
Yeah,
again,
that's-
I would like
Which
to
is fine.
propose that for the Christmas episodes, we run How Orcus Stole Christmas with our current party right now.
Totally fine with it. You know, you
Okay.
can run it, I can run it, however you want to do
Well,
it.
I mean, I want to run it with the current party.
yeah, that's totally fine. I just meant who is the dungeon master.
I don't care.
Oh, but yeah,
First.
like if that's what you want to do, I'm totally fine for it. It's just if it's like Wednesday or Thursday or like Friday, and we decide we're gonna change the plan, that's gonna
oh yeah,
Fuck
yeah.
your
that-
plans up.
that's gonna fuck my plans up, and I would appreciate it if we would avoid that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I also understand where if it's like Friday night, you know, somebody's like, oh, I got called into work tomorrow, or something like, you know, drastic changes, and we have the soft limit of if one person misses, we still run. If more than one person misses, we one shot. So, and I will always abide by that, regardless of when, you know, we go to play. All right.
Sounds reasonable. Sounds good.
No, you cannot have pizza.
That's pretty much, I think, outside of campaign-related questions. I mean,
Yeah.
really just getting into the session itself at this point.
Sandwiches.
Josh
Yeah.
soft touch. He loves to give me pizza.
All right.
No, we're not taking pizza.
So to recap
Mm-hmm.
from last week. Oh, also just for everybody to know, I am playing loose character. So I will be playing Gauss tonight.
Let me hear your
I will
cobalt.
do my best to work in the kobold as much as I can.
Let me hear your cobalt.
Kobold.
I need more energy behind it.
Kobold.
Ooh.
It's a little
I
better.
like
It's a little better, yeah.
Do it
It's
again.
better, it's better. One more third jump sharp.
Kobold.
There you
Ooh,
go.
the flinch in the nose.
Eh,
That solid.
eh,
The flinch
there was
in
a
the
little
nose.
too much
Oh,
build up on that
I'm gonna
cobalt.
get
It just
a 9
needs to
out
be
of 10.
cobalt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
More
grimace.
Yeah, but how do you feel
But
about
you,
pop-
good enough for government work.
I'm a goblin.
And then next party, we all kobolds.
Yeah. Yeah, we can run Tucker's kobolds.
No, geez.
Anyway, so last week.
Tucker's cobalt and Orcus saves Christmas. How Orcus stole Christmas. I like it.
Colto. Colto will make a
Nah.
return.
Yeah.
He's
So
the deity they worship.
last week we teleported into the region.
Yep.
Right? We did a brief inventory audit because I'm enforcing a little bit more strictly what our carrying capacity is currently for a couple of reasons, namely how much stuff you can bring in and bring out of the dungeon via the teleportation mechanics, and then obviously that's going to affect how much loot and how many people you rescue coming out of the dungeon. So
Go back.
just keep in mind what you're carrying, what you're expending, you know, because things work both ways.
Yep.
If you use some that's a one use only, make sure to deduct its weight.
Current weight value 976 in the bag of holding.
And you're holding the bag 3, right?
Question.
That hold 3,000
Is
I'm
there a way that I
holding-
could have looked at the scrolls of teleportation and like try to find a way to like creating that spell on my
You see
own?
this?
You mean like research
Without-
it or like add it to your spell book?
I want to add it to my spell book, but
Is that
without
working?
like, okay, I'm gonna use it, add it to my spell book. Now that's gone. I don't want that to happen.
No.
So it's one of those like when I research it.
Yeah.
It's
When you
almost like you just transfer.
we'll
the
say like
text.
once it'll be like you've done some preliminary research thematically, so that when you level up and decide to take that as a spell, that explains why it poofs into
Look at it.
existence. Give me spell
Okay.
book. All right.
Yeah.
So
We're gonna be a joke.
Oh yeah. I love it.
anyway, so
I'll
we've
totally be the dragon.
no.
That's
So
what-
we teleported into the region.
Yep.
There was a brief encounter with a two-headed troll,
Yes. Blew it up.
right?
Good
And we
times.
blew it up. And for that encounter, we did Theater of the Mind.
Yes.
All right. Now, so
Nothing
depending on what you guys decide to do tonight, I'm going to bring forward zone scale.
Zone defense?
Yeah, actually, that's a question I forgot to clarify because you mentioned true combat and zone combat.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you
So,
mean by
zone, I usually call it scope or scale, but zone is a combination of true scale and theater of the mind. In which case, I redefine the structure of the 5-foot square, and allowing things like movement positions, basically the nitty-gritty aspects of combat, get lumped together, and the more fluid dynamic of theater of the mind also gets brought into the fray. So it's really good for multiple, like, oh, it's just 3 gnolls, or like, oh, it's just like, 2 hyenas and a gnoll, right? Spread out through multiple rooms on one floor of a dungeon. So we'll when you guys get to that, I'll go into a lot more detail.
If we might sneak our way out of this.
Basically, what you're saying is, and to my understanding, square sizing will vary. So at one point it could be 5, at one point it could be 20.
Correct.
There you go.
And with that, we basically say that your action economy is going to be adjusted a little bit, right? So in this case, if you're in the same zone as an enemy, regardless of where you actually are in the zone, you can make a melee attack.
Okay.
And regardless of where you are in the zone, you can also make a ranged attack at no penalty.
Okay.
Because we're coming to the conclusion that yes, 2 melee fighters would eventually close and start hitting each other.
Mhm.
And we're coming to the conclusion that yes, an individual with a ranged weapon would stay at ranged and make use of the ranged weapon.
Yeah.
Like we recognize that those facts of combat would be used, and so you just say like, yes, I'm just doing my attacks in this zone.
Okay. Makes
If-
sense.
It's more or less like if you're in the same zone as a creature,
Mhm.
you can make a melee attack or a ranged. If
Okay.
you're trying to attack a creature in an adjacent zone or a different zone, it has to be ranged. And then instead of taking your move actions every turn to actually map out what squares you're going to do and trying to go through, find your path,
It's more assumed.
it's more of assumed summary.
Okay.
Right?
That makes sense then. All right. Cool.
Right? And then in this case, you use a move action to go to any adjacent zone.
Yeah.
And there's a couple other things that I'll go into a little more detail. But for the most part, it's just a more general summarized combat, but it takes into account structures of rooms and line of sight rather than pure theater of the mind.
Okay. All right.
All right? And we'll come to that if you guys get to it. But for the most part, it's just meant to help expedite multiple trash encounters that are meant to
A whole bunch of
wear
menus.
resources.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So then we got through the front gate. We're half. We closed on the pups running.
Well, so let me show you guys the picture again. So down here by
Oh, you lost
9-1. Oh,
9-1.
down here.
-1.
That son of a bitch brought in 9-1
This is
again.
excellent.
So in this case, down past that is the first gatehouse that you guys have cleared. We also did that encounter Theater of the Mind.
Yeah,
right.
we,
So I was
we
very
jumped
general.
ahead to get the guys running. So we're
Correct.
kind of like at the walls now.
You're not quite fully to the gate. You've
We're between
come
the window
up
and the wall.
the escarpment. The causeway that leads
Mm-hmm.
up to the fortress itself. You're not even halfway up. And the main thing is that it's daylight, and since gnolls are primarily nocturnal, you're not. I'm not going to go so far as to say that, you have cover under light, but less of them are active.
Okay, so evens out.
It evens out.
Okay. Well then,
Okay.
Alec, why don't you have Alan scout ahead as we move closer and get to the wall? And how high are the walls that we can see for the...
So to go from the bottom of the ravine up, which is all at that point just,
I meant for the walkway.
yeah, raw stone, would be about 500 feet. The escarpment slowly, gradually travels up from the base of the plateau up the 500 feet to the walls, and the walls themselves are only 80 feet tall. There are 2 watchtowers, one posted to the left of the escarpment, one posted to the right. Each of those are 120 feet.
And there's none over the central gate.
There's none over the central gate.
That's a weird design.
Now, the central gate does have a gatehouse,
Oh, okay.
but it is not fortified
It doesn't
by
actually have like a watchtower kind of thing.
correct.
Oh, okay.
That's a,
The watchtowers are on the flanks.
All along the watchtower.
Okay.
well, that's a pretty.
But yeah, Alan, you should have Alan scout as we move up.
Oh, Alec, do you have that money you owe me?
No, yeah, I'm working on it.
Okay.
It's going
Actually, wait, I thought you gave him one of the swords.
That was the initial, not the 2,000 I gave him
Oh, okay.
again.
Wait, what? What sword?
Remember
You didn't
the
give me a sword.
money I gave you for the?
Yeah, the,
Headband
my
that I
headband that I have on. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what sword? I didn't give him a sword.
Oh no, I got the sword from him.
Oh,
That's
okay.
right. Yeah, it was party loot.
There was loot from the troll fight that I thought was divvied out to you, and then you just
Oh yeah,
immediately
no, he
handed
just
it over
gave
to
me the
him.
money from the troll fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember when they're like, hey, you each get like 900. Hey, Steve.
There you go. Yep.
Yeah.
Now I'm still at 2,000. I owe you flat.
Yeah.
So yeah, the troll had some of that stuff.
Yeah. But no, I do that actually. I send up.
It's a, it's a,
I'll
it's a
pass
nice
on
bird you
my
got
copy.
there. Be a shame if it were to fall out of the sky.
It'll be fine.
I can help
Okay,
that.
go ahead and roll a perception check for your bird.
I know what you're saying. But you have no
Crystals.
range attacks.
18 plus
Well,
5
that's why I
is
got
gonna
you
be
crystals.
23.
Okay,
You feel
so
lonely.
Wow, how
the
much?
walls of the front walls of the fortress
You get all the
that
big,
cover the approach
all
on the
vigorous
escarpment
interest.
are currently manned by 4 gnolls.
Okay.
Inside, he can see roughly 20 tent or TP-like structures that make up basically like the main atrium area of the fortress.
I had the right.
You
He
said
can't see inside.
Oh yes.
10 or 20?
20 structures.
How you feeling right now? You feeling good?
I'm still sobering up.
You're still sober, but you're feeling a little good though, right?
I'm feeling better.
All right.
Get this man
You
an
could
ice.
do a voice. What does Alan sound like?
He sounds like a bird.
What kind of? But he can speak to me, so like.
Danny DeVito.
Give him the Danny
So,
DeVito.
Please, come on, give me your best Danny DeVito
All right.
right now.
So I start blast.
What does Alan say to me right in front of everybody?
We can't
I'm
hear him.
okay.
We can only speak to you.
So the bird comes down.
Oh no,
and-
you can hear him.
Yeah, the bird comes down and perches on a rock.
Don't just
Uh,
continue your voice. Don't.
Christopher Walken.
Pulls out a pack of smokes, lights one up,
No.
and goes,
Kyle too.
all right. So there's like 4 motherfuckers up on the wall. And then there's like 20-something or other building in the fort. Y'all gonna die.
You should really switch.
You got
to
my
vaping.
breadcrumbs.
I mean, I got a couple for you. Thank you for your help.
What
Give it some
demonic
breadcrumbs, that owes you money.
powers
Rolled a
did you
99
use
Wait,
to summon this?
Where did he get the money for
Just
breadcrumbs when he owes me fucking money?
That's also a good point. You owe him money, don't you?
Yeah, $2,000.
Otherwise, that rich went very right or very wrong.
Yeah, Pops, you gotta pay your debts.
Keep rolling rough rolls.
Can you believe the price of Marlboro Reds these days?
Marlboro.
Wow.
Is that the
Marlboro
off-brand in this
Reds.
universe? That's
Yeah.
the Pathfinder.
Yeah,
Marlboro.
yeah, exactly. That's the
Alan is a
off-brand.
classy
Nothing's
broad.
happening.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Love Alan, baby.
I love it.
yeah.
Thank you. And they hear him, so they know.
All right, so we got a whole bunch of.
What?
What are those 304s? Get that shit out of here.
Real fun.
I can't say 30. I can't promote.
Yeah, we're
the
not
smoking of
promoting
actual
real
fucking
companies.
cigarettes,
That's why
Steve.
they're Marble
That's why they're
Bros.
304s, Steve. I used to fucking smoke 305, Steve. I know what the fucking pack is.
I mean,
Dylan, all I
Okay.
gotta say
Whoa,
is I'm so glad that you're no longer dirt poor.
Wait, you don't-
That you used to have to
You mean
smoke.
Alan doesn't like to
I have
smoke
never had to
Newports?
smoke 305s in my life. I've been smoking
Let alone the
Marlboros
304.
my entire cigarette career.
Whoa. Oh,
you
that's
quit,
right.
though.
You like
Thank
Marlboro Golds, don't you?
Reds. I used to smoke
God,
Reds.
Reds?
Ask him. Just
I mean,
boom.
I guess I can't say anything. 'cause
He
it's
ordered everything out of the
but
catalog.
no.
The filter off and all.
No,
Oh,
no.
no.
There was a time where it was Camel unfiltered.
Yeah.
But that's when it got really bad. I'm like, it's not doing it.
Full disclosure, Smoking is bad. Please
Yeah,
don't
smoking's
smoke.
bad. Okay.
No tobacco.
You know,
why
there's
I
times
smoke
in my
weed.
life, you know, when, you know, that first cigarette in the morning with a cup of coffee to
Coffee.
that last cigarette at night with like
before you go to
100.
bed.
No, that with that, you know, bottle of wine where I think,
Bottle
oh,
of
this
wine,
is
yeah,
marvelous. I'm in
Box
heaven.
wine, bro.
Smoked
Box wine.
scotch. A smoked scotch.
Yeah, the Faraza boxed wine.
So-
Alright,
Where you
we're
rip
a
the
little off
spout.
topic.
Oh,
So we
yeah.
have how many
Anyway,
nodes are
Yeah,
awake?
but he's still sobering up, and I
How
want
many
him
nodes were
sober for
awake?
battle.
20.
Oh,
What he
that's
said.
why I
No,
fed
he can
him.
only
That's
see
why we did
four.
that PSA.
Four away.
That's why I fed him before we got here.
Oh, yeah,
Fed him.
I don't
Burger
care
King.
what you call it.
not sponsored by.
Back to
Beat
combat.
me to it.
But we.
But yeah, so he can only see 4. They're patrolling the main like wall
Okay.
You
overlooking the
say-
We
escarpment.
climb
Sounds
the wall.
like-
We pull them down.
That bird sounds like a big head.
Alright, so with that information,
We approach the wall.
Stealthily.
Well, you have absolutely no cover out here on the escarpment.
isn't there
We
another
approached
way
the wall
in?
in
Wasn't there
full
another way we
daylight.
knew about? A back way?
I suggested that you scout down inside the ravine to see if you could find another way in.
Yeah, let's do that.
We could also get some bushes.
Nice.
And then like slowly mark.
I've
where.
got news for you, but even the stupidest of creatures realize that bush moving's probably not a bush.
Wait, no. We get feathers. We make like bird heads. We just walk up like
Anyway.
giant birds.
I know what you're thinking already.
I know. Thank you.
But there are large birds in this.
Yeah, sure there are. So it would work.
We would probably
So
shoot at it
I
with
make
some
my
food.
way down into the ravine as stealthily as I can with my taking a 20 of 14.
Okay, so you guys stealthily make your way down into the ravine. How long would you spend searching for?
I'd say an hour, hour and a half.
Yeah, I give it about an
Solid 2
hour,
hours.
hour and a half.
Solid 2 hours.
One on each side? Because the ravine's
Let's
split in
both-
half by
yeah.
the escarpment. so
Let's
you can to the
go
left
two
or right.
directions. Yes.
Yeah, we'll just meet up at the back of the
Okay.
I got an idea. Me and the
Splitting?
cleric go one way.
Okay.
Everybody else goes the other way.
I'm not okay with this plan.
Yeah.
Right, so the paladin, the druid, and the cleric go one way.
Exactly.
Everybody else
Perfect.
goes the other way.
The heal box go this way.
I think I'll go with the healers.
All right, so you
Nope,
guys
nope, some
spend
people have to go that way.
you spend 2 hours searching down in the ravine. Everybody roll me perception, because effectively what you're trying to do is find some type of, postern gate slash.
That.
Well,
What
a
is that?
shaft climbing into the middle of the thing.
Yeah,
What
air
are we
shaft.
rolling?
anything.
24.
19.
20.
23, natural 20.
Gauss got a 40.
Oh, and what's his face? Alan will get.
Gauss
Bruce found
rolls his perform flute
would.
because he realizes he's not a wisdom character. So while you are searching, he's fluting away.
Is that what they're calling it nowadays?
Yes. So you
How
guys,
loud is this flute playing? That's the
he's stealthily playing the flute.
How you? How
He's
you
not
stealthily
actually
get
making
loud?
a
Shut
noise.
the fuck up, he's stealthily playing a flute.
Yeah.
He's
So-
blowing, but it's
He's
not actually
acting-
hitting the
no,
flute.
He's acting like he's playing,
Yeah.
but he's not blowing.
It's performance
It's
dance.
acoustic.
Exactly.
Nope. Let it go.
He's miming it. Give him a fucking break, man.
Yeah.
So the blood and the tide. When did
Oh,
you get here?
Yeah. So you guys spend 2 hours searching, 1 hour on each side, and you do not find a entrance into the fortress.
Then we start going up the middle.
It's still relatively early in the
Did
morning.
anybody
It is still
bring
very
the
early.
Spyglass?
Huh?
Did anybody bring the spyglass that we had?
No, remember he left it in the cart back in place.
We left all of the navigational supplies in the carts.
Yes.
Very, very.
We thought about this very
calculated
hard.
Move, yes.
Okay, hear me out. We start loading up everything we can find that's burnable for right now. And just as the sun starts to go down, on as far as we can get down the right side of the ravine, we set a fire to draw their attention. And then we slowly try to move in from the left side where they won't see us. Because they're mostly nocturnal, which means the fire is going to draw all their attention at night.
But we only have one
Just
walkway.
But we have a ravine that splits off in two directions. So if they're looking over here, it doesn't matter that the front door's only got one front door. They're not looking at it.
Fair. It is an option.
That's my plan.
Did you want to have Alan do a longer search? Because he can probably fly faster than we can search the area.
Gauss, in Draconic, will ask for everyone to see how much rope the party collectively has.
How insightful of you, Gauss.
50 feet. Just
50 feet.
50 feet of rope.
50 feet.
That's 100 feet of rope.
Actually,
150 so far.
0.
Okay,
100.
now do you have
100.
any black powder that might be burnable
Same.
and
Always carry
combustible?
at least 50 foot.
I
Yeah,
have a
rope.
powder horn.
All right,
That's
so
good.
Why do you have a powder horn?
For the
100,
I'm doing shit.
200, 300, 350.
Why do you
This
need
is
to
where
know
you
why I
say
have a powder
Nunya.
horn?
Because I don't understand why you'd be carrying something so superfluous. And we're traveling into the building. Why would you need a powder horn?
Don't worry about it.
All right, so
Good job.
you
See how
you
my-
do not have enough rope to scale the outside cliff.
We don't.
You do not.
But we do have enough rope to make a very
Okay, so
long
you do
fuse
have
to the distraction fire.
But you said the wall's
So I
only
can
80 feet
figure out
tall.
how,
Yeah, along with
But
no.
the escarpment for the ravine.
To go from the base of the ravine up to the bottom of the wall is several hundred feet. And then the actual masoned wall itself is 80 feet tall.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if you walk up to the gate and went from there, it would be 80 feet. Right?
Yeah, that's true. If you could sneak up to the wall and maybe
Yeah.
go around to the side away from the gate, you could try to climb.
Okay.
And you'd have plenty of rope.
Better plan. We set the rope now in the daylight when we have the least amount of chance of getting caught. Then we have Gauss go run down there and set the distraction fire while we're climbing the rope, giving us the best chance to get up the rope without getting spotted.
Actually, Gauss is probably considered an ally to them since.
Nope,
Gnolls and
not
kobolds are
not
not
the second
allies.
he goes.
Well,
No.
things have been pretty weird
How-
lately. So
How much can Alan carry?
Not
Could he
what?
carry like a flask or something?
Yeah, he could carry a flask of alchemist fire
Yeah, that's exactly.
and
what
then
I'm
just
thinking.
drop it on the.
teepees.
if
Tinder-
I remember
Tinder.
correctly,
Yeah, whatever
not
we need to.
Everybody in the party.
Wait.
has
It's
a
actually
great
a really good
climb.
idea.
Do we have any alchemist fire
Yeah.
on us right now?
I gave
Yep.
everyone some. I think.
Doesn't mean I brought it with me.
I did.
Okay. Well, it's your bird. It's your alchemist fire. Why don't we drop that on the 20 little?
He can't carry 20 at a time. He
No,
can
one
carry-
at a time. But oh shit!
Yeah.
That bird's shitting fire.
Yeah,
I could ask him to fly up high enough to where he wouldn't get spotted and just drop it, just keep flying and fly away.
But then again,
Can
yeah,
I
that's
see
not
when
going to
the
solve
gnolls,
our
like,
problem.
they're
That's going
doing
to
their-
agitate the
their
beehive.
guard, or are they just sitting in the towers chilling?
they're patrolling.
All right, so we actually see them on the wall, kind of like little dots, kind of.
The raven maybe, a few elves maybe, but for the most part, you're this far away. You'd be at a natural, I think, like minus 15 to your perception. So they're probably outside of your.
All right, I have an idea. It's kind of morbid though.
We're
Please.
not putting on troll bodies and walking in dressed as
No,
dead trolls.
we don't have any dead trolls.
or gnolls.
We got some gnolls.
Even I could not foresee putting on a dead creature's body and going all Gauss on them.
Do you have invisibility? The
That's a
spells?
level 3
I
spell.
can't do that. I am a
Hey,
paladin.
no,
that's
and that
nice.
cleric probably agrees.
I don't have it. Oh, wait. I might.
I was gonna say, I think
'Cause I'm about to start walking up
regular
this ramp.
invisibility. I think
Look,
is first or
the
second.
orc in me is all about this plan.
Yeah,
You're
I know
trying to
about
fight
that.
this.
But the
respect
paladin
the
in me
noise,
is saying, "You shut the hell up. This doesn't involve money."
So, would they attack a spider of medium size if it happened to climb up the walls?
Would you tackle a medium? Would you tackle a medium
I'd
spider
run from-
crawling up your wall?
I
Wizard
would kill it. With
Alright.
Wizard.
Whoa, whoa,
I have
whoa!
it.
Are you
I mean, if
calling
it's
her
just
a
in the
goblin?
what? No.
Well, I mean, if they
Spider.
if you were climbing
No, but
up
are you
the
calling
outside
her
of
a
the ravine,
goblin?
they
'Cause
probably
that's what
wouldn't
we're
see it
talking
to
about
attack
right
it.
now. Is goblins attacking a large spider?
Oh.
Well,
He just called you a goblin.
I've got these things that, Van made, the firecrackers, obviously. And, if
What'd you
I
put
can
in
get
those
carted up,
firecrackers?
I can make a distraction for you guys to
Oh.
climb up.
This and that.
Hmm.
A little bit of minerals.
What kind of minerals?
Volatile.
How
all I
loud
know.
are the firecrackers? Like, how much disturbance would they make?
I would say about an
It would wake up the fortress.
Especially
But
this
if we
ravine,
have-
it'd be allowed.
Alan, drop it off on the other side of the fortress. We might be able to
That's
sneak
not a
in
firecracker.
unseen.
That's just a stick of dynamite. Let's be real here. You're gonna wake up the entire.
It's more like
dude,
an M80.
I was gonna say an M80 is just a quarter stick of dynamite.
I'm
So
about to start walking out.
Well, I have this one
How
thing
much
I
did you
could do.
What do you
She
got?
wants to turn into a spider.
How many of them do I have?
Yeah.
Can
4.
turn into a
course,
medium-sized
yeah.
spider and be able to carry
So
2 people at a time. Up
What
to-
if 2 people are really small, like Gal size?
Then you could probably carry 4.
Because I could become Gal
Okay.
size temporarily.
Well, why don't you take those 4 and a rope, and then me and the other strength-based creature will climb up the rope and follow you.
You don't
So
have
that
enough
way-
rope to go from the top of the wall down to the bottom of the ravine.
We're not trying to get from the bottom of the ravine. We're trying to get from the
I
bottom
do
of the
have a
wall, I thought.
grappling
Because
hook.
even the spider
Fancy
can't
dance.
climb from the bottom of the ravine to the top of the wall, can she?
She has a climb speed, so yes.
So she could climb
I
that.
have
I do
a-
not understand how the ravine wall situation is working. How am I going to get to the bottom of the wall?
Alright, so he's assuming we're implying coming from the bottom ravine up.
Ah, no,
Yeah.
I keep
We've been
talking
talking
about the
about
bottom
from
of
the
the wall.
gate, with the walkway.
Yeah, if
up.
you want to just get to the gate, like walk up the escarpment to the gate, and then try to climb the wall that way, that's only 80 feet.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
if she climbs the rope up there, we
I
should
mean,
be able
I
to
can
use
do-
the rope to climb up
Yeah.
from there.
I
Yeah,
could do
you could
without
even
burning
knot
your
the
well
rope
shit
to
as
make
well.
the climb DC an 8.
Then I could
That's
pass
like-
automatically.
Van would say, I don't know how many times you can do this ability, but I could save you one of those resources if we get to the gate.
That's gonna be a fun check.
All right.
Well,
Granted,
it
that's
depends
one of
on-
my
That's
things.
So they're gonna see us if we come walking up the thing.
Okay. Better plan. Cleric, how are you with your deity?
D8.
Your
Well,
deity.
that's why I was like, we can
God.
go over to the
What are
side
your
and
terms,
we
yeah?
can do
Yeah.
this.
Cool. We go in there and we start swinging. As long as we're good with our gods, we should be fine.
Actually,
I love
is
Yeah,
the,
cleric
is the
can
walkway
be
like
saying
the ravine
yes,
built
please.
into it?
But, you know, the players.
So that's like a
go on.
solid piece building into
Oh, that's
that.
metagaming,
just like
sir.
this.
You got to do what the
Okay.
character would do, not the player.
Oh, okay. I was
Good Lord Tyr guides us.
I'm thinking of Valley for some reason between. So okay, now that
So
And then-
we're
that's what I
way
keep
down
saying
where
is,
your
like, the
thumb
wall
is?
is built up right to the edge of the ravine,
yeah.
right?
So you
So-
couldn't even scale like the core, the foot of the
We
wall.
could, but only if we were a spider or an octopus.
Can you take a picture of that?
Yeah, you want me to put it in the group chat?
Yeah.
Let me see.
No, he just wants to make sure that you have a personal picture.
Well,
Minutes.
Nothing
4
like the
minutes,
direct approach, I guess.
I mean,
20 feet, 6
All right.
seconds.
I like dropping.
third, last plan. Last attempt at really figuring this out for stealth. But what if everybody who does not have a problem wearing a dead creature's skin as their own fake skin does that and walks the people who aren't okay with doing that jack shit in as prisoners?
The old prisoner tactic.
So I have one.
And
Trojan
then
knoll.
after we're
No,
in,
sacred-
me and the cleric do get help.
Also, how big are the gnolls that we killed?
They are small size.
They're like
Let's say
teenagers.
There goes the plan.
Yeah.
Nah,
Oh wait,
nah,
they're actually
We can
small
cover you
category.
with
They are
multiple
small.
of them.
Oh,
But you can become small, so that gives us Gauss
They were
and
pups.
him.
but they're looking down from up, so they're not going to see direct. So
So just wear half a skin in your regular pants?
you just crouch.
I think
I'm down with this.
I think everyone would take alignment points if you flayed a sentient
No, no,
animal
no.
and then
We're not
He was
Flaying.
already dead.
We're not flaying. We're just
I'm not
we're bringing the
participating
corpse
in
to
that.
them to bury. They get
Oh,
there.
See, now the cleric's not okay with that then.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Oh, yeah, would be
recommend.
right. Yeah.
We wouldn't
Having
be
a good
wearing it.
visual of
They'd
this
be
in my
wearing it.
head.
We'd just be prisoners.
Did he tell me about the big TP in the back?
Yeah.
913.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can he carry one?
It's stone.
Huh? That's
It's made
stone.
of stone.
That's stone.
Wait.
Oh, that was a 10. Sorry.
Wait,
No.
Those-
did I
It's a
hear that
small
somebody had
ziggurat.
invisibility?
What's XR 912?
The spell.
I don't think we have.
Steve.
A
maybe,
building.
I thought.
Like stone building?
Because I just came up with a
It's
good
probably
plan
guards.
that's going to help us a little bit.
Can he carry one vial of alchemist fire and one in each thing, and then drop one, drop two, or is it I'm holding onto one with both?
He can carry
He
one.
can carry one. Okay.
Alright, does anybody actually have the spell invisibility at all?
No.
Any potions of invisibility?
Nope.
Shit. Okay,
We got jump.
so new
We can
plan.
jump really far.
New
you can't.
plan
Oh, I know.
might be fun. But what if, right outside of the actual front gate itself, we slackline a rope to ground level, cover it with dirt? You get your bird to drop one thing of alchemist fire right on them. When they come rushing out the door, we unslack the rope, trip them, and then coup de grace. Because now they're on the ground.
Prone does not help us. I think
No one's
you.
talking.
I think you should listen to what Issa has to say.
Wait, one second before
We
she gets
have?
into that.
She wants the
the
spider up.
walkway where the 4 people that are walking.
And I'm okay with
How
that.
far away from that is?
I
is
just
that
can't
from us?
become a small creature.
Couple hundred feet, several hundred
Didn't say you
feet.
had
Several
to.
hundred feet.
Yeah.
I also
Alright.
have web I can
Alright,
leave
what's this
behind
for
that you can climb.
Oh yeah.
Oh, if you go spider.
Yeah, so her plan, Gauss will say in Draconic that she should carry up you in small form, me.
Wait, we all know that
If-
she's a druid now.
No,
No, we.
So
I
Gauss
said
is
I
on
have
her.
a way.
she
to
has a
turn
way to
into-
do it.
Yes,
And she said that she's, she brought up the spider plan before.
she has.
She just did. So
I
Gauss is
heard
going to
it.
say 2 smalls and a medium get carried up, create like a little.
Large fry.
We'll take out one of the guards, wait for her to go back down and get the rest of you, and come back up. So you do like a breach and clear kind of thing.
Okay. I can also send Alan to help too, in case
Yeah.
you guys need help.
I can also climb the wall myself too if need be.
So
Yeah.
we could also use firecrackers.
No,
to
you
make a
can't.
distraction,
Just
so
'cause you
on
put
our
a
way up,
spider
when
doesn't
there's
mean you are a
not
spider.
people
I
there.
can't.
have-
Gauss
I can
will
have-
say that making a deliberate distraction like that is probably not a good idea because that,
That
wakes,
does not
Yeah,
sound
that
that
wakes
sounds an awful lot like
hundreds of
fucking
zombies.
Dylan.
Yes, I think we need to kill him.
Yeah, but is that
The
what
analytical
Gauss would
mind of
actually
a
do?
kobold.
Yeah,
is pretty
Gauss,
large
you're not
by
getting
the
it.
way.
Gauss fully intends to survive this incursion. So
Okay.
he goes, yes, I don't want to wake up more than them. It's
So
easier
so
to kill them
far
in their sleep.
we have a viable plan of
We've got.
spider, which Spider Van's always for spider stuff.
Let's stop there. The DM has pretty much stated that's the plan we should use to survive. Let's just stop trying to come up with alternate plans and do that just to move the plot along.
You guys can deliberate as much as you want.
Oh, we've deliberated. I'm just making sure. I've heard a couple of alternate plans. I've instituted a couple. When the DM goes back, well, let's go listen to what Sierra's saying. We just do what Sierra says.
If that's how you want to take it, then
Also,
sure.
spiders are a reoccurring theme in this campaign so far. So might as well
That's
keep
the
it.
easiest form of
Hate
knife
it.
speed.
Yeah.
I can also turn
Alright.
into a gorilla.
Onward. Let's go.
I like the spider. I want to keep it going.
Like I said, if she can carry someone else in Gauss, I can climb myself.
You can
Sure.
carry 2 smalls and a medium,
She can carry 2 mediums
2 mediums,
Or 4 small.
or 4
or
small.
4 small.
So,
Alright, who's gonna go?
So I'll
Well,
climb
so
myself.
it sounds to me like 3 mediums and a small, with a little bit of slowdown.
I'll climb myself. That way she can get more
I was
people.
about to say, the heaviest person out of the
Is
party would probably be the
Also, what about
orc
Asher?
with
That is who
Full
that
plate.
is who he's talking about,
Yeah.
though.
yeah.
Well,
I
you
am
could-
Uruk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but she could take Uruk, Gauss.
I would also have to come with to get Asher as well because he's
Yeah.
in here.
Well, isn't he small?
No,
He's medium.
medium.
He's a big boy.
I mean, we are all in agreement that she'd probably take him first, right?
He's a heckin' chunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she would.
Actually, he should go
leave
first
him
because
at
he
Let's
might
do the
get
plan.
into the fray. So
I'll
she
climb
might wanna
myself.
leave him behind.
I can handle that.
Uruk and Gauss should go up first and secure the area, followed by did you prep silence? Because if you
The
prep
answer is
silence,
no,
then
because
yes,
he has to
you should
look.
go up first and create like
Actually,
a more
if you
corporate.
have silence, you could just silence him and he could just start taking pops.
Silence is
And we'd all appreciate if you silenced him, honestly.
I think I did.
Are we
job.
climbing from the bottom
person
of
that does the least
then?
amount of talking.
Well, if you come from the bottom of the ravine, you'll be able to avoid the two
amount,
patrolling
most
guards
annoying.
and go out past one of the towers.
All right, let's do it.
Oh god. He's gonna shoot
So you're
me.
basically
Well,
saying
listen.
from where we are, climb around and then up.
Yeah.
Because I want.
So do you see where on the right side XR9-4
Yeah.
climbing up over near that corner of the fortress to come
We'll
up?
probably
Give me a
do that.
peach.
Yeah.
All right, and so there's
Give me
2.
peace
I'm
now.
guessing on the left side of that.
Yeah,
on
but they're
XR9,
patrolling between 4 and 3.
But they're between 4 and 3. So
Yeah.
you're saying to come up on the other side,
Way,
right above.
way
past it.
J hook it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, yeah, we could do that. That's gonna be a fucking bitch.
So how long can you stay wild shaped?
1 hour per level.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Pretty great.
Does wild shape work the same way where you keep the HP of that creature and then once that HP is down, you go revert back to your previous form?
Yes, but you remain unconscious.
And you said the bottom ravine to the top is 500 feet?
About, yeah. It's
Okay.
going to vary depending on the exact
Is that different in
location.
5e?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah,
So
in
if
5e
she's
you
a-
go back to whatever your original hit points were. In this one, you're unconscious if you go unconscious as a wild shape.
Oh, hey, it happens.
Yeah.
Makes more sense.
Especially if you
Yeah, I mean, you know, if I knock you unconscious, it doesn't matter if you're a spider or a human.
Yeah.
The effect lasts for 1 hour per druid level. or
But it
until
does
she
matter
changes
if you're
her
an
name.
elf.
So she could be she could carry you all up there easily.
What?
Getting out is the problem. But
Well,
get
hopefully
to
you'll
that
have
when
time
we
to
get
take
to
the
it.
gatehouse.
Oh, well, you see, here's the thing: is I'm going to turn this fortress into our base of operations, so we don't need to leave until we
Collateral
feel
damage.
like doing it, and then we can do it as loud as we want to
This is true. It is
through the
located right near
useful art
sun.
of flags.
So.
Once we raise a flag.
Yep. Once we plant a flag, we've now claimed this land as
Who's
our
gonna
own.
get ferried up first?
Did you prep silence?
Yes.
All right. The cleric and Gauss are going up first,
I'll climb.
and you're climbing up on your own separately.
I mean, my speed's only 20 feet climbing in a full turn, but
How long do you retain that climb speed?
minute per level, so 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
All right. Quick question:
I just did the math. 500 feet. I got 2.5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay.
Good to be up there.
How are you doing your climb?
I'm
he
invoking
could
my
not
spider
carry.
powers.
Okay. Are you going to become small when you do it?
No.
All right. Never mind.
The reason why she can carry so much is because her carrying capacity basically quadruples while she becomes an octoped.
I was gonna
So
say,
it allows
if you
her to
become
basically-
small, I can throw you up a pretty
I'm
good
allowing
distance.
her to treat 2 party members effectively as a big old sack of
Good.
loot for purposes of carrying.
Oh, boy.
Because it's not mounted combat. She's literally just like throwing you over the shoulder and then having you go.
So.
Spiders don't have
How long did it take to make?
I don't know, you're good.
How long did it take you to make that iron pellet crate?
It took me like a day to make that, or half a day, give or take.
Quarter of a
Why?
day.
You want me to make more?
No, I have the blueprints you gave me, so I could just make them. But if
I can make more, but that's something. Is that something like pertinent to the plan right now?
for if we leave or when we leave.
Well, that's leaving us his problem. Fuck those guys.
And then you see him kind of just pull from the bag another one and then put it right back in. That's it.
And
That's
then
it.
your hands start bleeding profusely.
I have right now. I can make more later,
We
but,
hear a roar in the sky.
but yes. So we're making our way down there.
Downtown?
Anybody else smell
Yes.
salt water?
Because I'm gonna start going.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm popping a vial,
So you said Gauss and Claire? Right here?
and then these sort of crystalline little
I saw you
extra
disturb
legs
behind
come
you
out,
as
and
I
I
get
start
on
climbing the wall like
Oh,
a
that's
Spider-Man.
disgusting. That's
Yes.
gross.
Oh yeah. You see,
Ah.
I didn't quite get the powers of a spiral turn form, but I learned the knowledge, and I've learned to recreate that.
Knowledge is power.
Exactly.
Shoot
I
that.
start climbing.
Shoot that. That is definitely an
So-
abomination of some
Wait.
kind.
So if we turn you into different animals, you can learn their abilities.
I'm thinking.
That's
That's my assumption.
Uh,
Depends on the animal, actually. I
we
could
can
recreate
yeah.
some stuff.
motion, turn and grow some extra arms, and start climbing like a spider.
Before I change, does anybody need anything? Like a grappling hook or rope? Before.
Grappling hook and rope, just in case.
I'll
15
take
more
a
minutes.
grappling hook and a rope because I actually don't have a negative climb check.
I do.
So
that's why I
worst
would
case
like
scenario,
this.
I can
Okay.
start.
So,
if she's carrying you, I'm not making you roll a climb check because
Something
she has a climb
stupid
speed.
happens and I
don't
fall
have a
off
negative
fucking
climb
spider
check.
while we're on a ravine.
that's why I'm
I wouldn't
saying-
mind having a one desperate fucking throw to catch and hold on at my negative
What's your
2
climb
with it.
speed?
Okay.
I'm going
Okay,
to.
I'm gonna be
catch-
behind her. I'll catch you.
Are you
That
dropping
seems
web
safe.
while you do it?
Okay.
So
Yeah,
who's-
I'll use my
who's
web
the-
powers.
Who are the two,
Not
last
you.
two remaining people
Oh.
already there waiting to get
All right, so
Me.
the cleric, Gauss, and Van are going up first. Then she's coming back for the wizard and Yawa, which would leave
Me,
you
they're
and
holding my
Asher
dick.
with Asher
You have Asher.
and her for the last trick.
Wait, can she take 2 mediums and a small?
2 mediums or 4 small.
Okay. So she couldn't take 2 mediums and gals.
Correct.
Okay, never mind. I'm still
Alright.
fine.
I'll just prep the grappling hook.
I do want to state that my observations of Asher from this point on have not been superiorly vicious in combat.
He's my Scooby.
Well, he defends her because she's a ranged
Vicious.
character.
Yes.
He's killed a goblin before.
Was I there to witness it?
Your counterpart.
Well, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
He left you guys in the lurch.
We're
Yeah, he
still
did
looking
leave us
back.
high and dry.
I'm fine
Alright.
with being left down there.
Yeah. So
Just find it odd.
what I need is we're gonna do a stealth skill challenge to
Oh.
coordinate
14.
getting up to the wall. So you can do knowledge dungeoneering.
Nope.
Dungeoneering
Yes.
for stealth. My God.
Well, it's a skill challenge, so it's going to incorporate multiple skills.
Oh, okay. That's what you're
How
doing.
about knowledge religion? Because I'm praying to God we keep quiet.
You got him after that.
You know what? I'll allow it.
I'll say that or
I'll
5
take that
XP right there.
knowledge dungeoneering thing. God.
So
Or-
stealth, obviously. I'll also do acrobatics.
Acrobatics? Oh, your boy. He's so acrobatic.
Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah.
buddy.
If you want to use one of the potions of jump, I'll allow the bonus to apply to that skill check. Because it's just a general acrobatics check. And it buffs acrobatics for the
If I just
purpose
take
of
a 20
jumping.
on acrobatics, is that okay?
You know
You cannot
what?
take a 20 in this situation because there is a chance of
The
there is a
jump
repercussion
it
of
would be a
failure.
plus 10, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take that plus 10, and I get a plus 12 to this because I have a 2 in acrobatics, even though I have a 10 in dungeoneering. I'll take that. So it's
Well,
a useful
wait,
potion.
I see what
It's
you're
a
doing.
useful
I see what you're
potion
doing.
now.
You can't
So
do-
bam, I'll take that potion. Thank you very much before you leave, and I'll down that potion of jump
I've
and
already
add
started
that little
climbing.
10 plus to it. This way, the
Okay.
jump potion.
I'm also going to do survival.
I'll take that one.
Why don't I have survival on my list of shit?
I'll take that. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
You need to.
I don't have survival.
It's
Oh,
right
there it
under
is, right
stealth.
under stealth. I don't have. No, I mean I don't have it.
Hey,
Oh, okay. So who wants to do the knowledge dungeoneering?
I love you, shop.
I want survival.
all right,
I'm
I'll do the
survival.
knowledge dungeoneering.
I'll take acrobatics.
I
Okay,
rolled a natural
no.
20.
All right, I need a total.
20, 30.
20, 30 is not a number.
30.
Thank you.
2030 is a number, but
That's
not an easy
8:30,
one to
right?
reach.
All right, knowledge religion.
I got that. 25.
Okay. Stealth.
Is no
No one wants to take the
Is no
classic
one-
stealth.
All right.
You are the one with
11.
the armor that gives a bonus to
I got a
stealth.
3.
No.
It
it's-
negated a
do it.
penalty.
11.
11.
Because Gauss is giving me a tune as I'm climbing. Spider-Man.
All right.
Spider-Man.
Okay. Does whatever a spider can. No,
Can
we
he stick
can't.
webs? Yes, he can. Fucking
We
yellow.
can. He's a rock. How does he stick
All right,
to
acrobatics.
I got a 17 for
You ever watch
the wall?
Gargoyles?
It don't.
Okay.
It don't make the
I'm
Survival.
actually
practical
just
sense.
puncturing the wall.
15.
That's what I have to imagine, because you don't have the natural stuff that sticks to walls that spiders have.
I got
The
an
little
18.
claws.
Yeah, he doesn't have
Actually,
that.
I'm
He has
gonna-
crystals.
Thanks for reminding me. I should get a that use.
And aren't they going to grind down if he starts sliding?
All right, guys, you succeed. Nice.
Oh, good.
Thank,
We-
thank Mithras.
So, over the course of about an hour, you stealthily, with the aid of you get up there first, but I meant the whole party.
Oh, I was gonna say. I was like,
Oh yeah, no. If
That
it took
was
an
done a
hour,
while
you would have
ago.
fallen.
yeah, done a while ago.
No, yeah. So
Divide.
over the course of an hour, she's able to shepherd everybody up the side of the ravine and up the walls of the fortress onto the first landing.
I want to role play her turning into this fucking spider because we've never seen
I'm
her
good.
fucking.
Oh wait, yeah. Actually, you have to roll a fort save. before-
Oh yeah, I'm glad I said something then.
All right,
Oh,
Sierra,
why did
Sierra,
you
just
to roll a fort save.
No, you
Oh,
missed
because
my
of that
spider
thing.
impression.
Because of that thing that I wasn't supposed to tell you.
Oh yeah,
It's
yeah,
eight
yeah.
legs.
Forgot about that. What's roll, kid?
Welcome to the
fort
club.
Is +4, so 21.
That's pretty good.
All right, you pass.
you don't turn into a spider.
No, she turns into a spider. However, you see that she is,
She's still
for about a moment, for probably about one round, she is fatigued by the change. Like it took a lot of energy out of her.
I was hoping
But
it
after
conflicted.
a moment, she gets up on all 8 legs and goes.
Oh dear God! Kill it!
Kill it!
Kill it with
Why
fire!
did you-
Sam! Kill it with fire!
Did you bite her?
Now that is just rude. No, I did not bite her.
Did you bring her?
Do you see crystals on her?
No, but she just turned into a fucking spider. You were a spider about a week ago.
But
And
he
this
turned
isn't
into
just a
crystal
fucking spider.
Did you-
No, she's a big fucking
Yeah,
spider.
this is a fucking Skyrim.
This is
spider.
also why I got it right on the
This is
stealth.
not a spider. This is a spider of unusual size.
Yeah, this is a straight up like
It's a
this is a
souse.
Great Dane sized
Reindeers are
spider.
dreading
Oh, I'd
joining the
shoot that in a
party.
heartbeat.
Yeah.
That's
Scared.
impressive.
Bruce is scared.
Isha,
Where
you
is
still
it
in there?
again?
I'll finish off that pizza for you, buddy.
Oh,
I'll take that as a yes.
2 clacks for yes, 1 clack for no.
oh no.
Do you do that often? Clack, clack. No, no.
Does Gauss look like a fun snack?
Yes.
Yeah.
Kill it!
Yes.
Kill it!
You're
Stop.
on
Whoa,
it.
whoa, 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 whoa!
Yeah,
Like
make
you
a,
haven't thought about chewing on Gauss.
Make a will save for, having to.
1.
So, you
Sorry.
4.
you basically have to bear hug this giant spider to
Oh,
be
God.
carried up the
So at the same
side
time,
of
he's
the wall.
repulsed, but he doesn't want to fall to his death. So it's
Exactly.
just
I have the weirdest
it's a bear.
erection right now, you
it's sitting
guys.
there.
But yeah, so again, over about the course of an hour, she's able to. I mean, it's not really sheep herd, but like spider herd.
Even more impressive.
You guys.
Spider team.
The little hairs are just rubbing against his face.
She's got that saliva mucus secretion that comes out over her body so that she doesn't stick to her own webs. Just like slowly coats you. And
The weirdest erection.
yeah. But yes.
How high do I get before I'm just like, well, maybe falling off wouldn't be so bad.
Joe Rogan.
6 inches.
And that's when you see a shark fin in the
As
ground.
soon as
going
she
by.
goes from this direction to this direction.
Oh man, maybe the blood in the tide isn't so bad.
And it's like, you're.
You know what? I'll take a megalodon.
Yeah, it's
over
like
this.
it's literally just like you have to bear hug a
Maybe Oko Nova was super
8 foot
forgiving.
spider.
I just told you, I'm,
You know how
I'm not
spiders
pulling you
work,
up. You're on
their
your own.
legs are like hydraulic presses. They pump their blood in and out of their legs. That's how they move.
Wait,
so you
all-
can feel the
aren't
blood
all
going
spiders-
in and out
That's
of her fucking body while
disgusting.
you're just sitting
Oh
there holding it.
god.
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
didn't
if
know
you
that?
really
No, I
Yeah,
hate
it's literally that's why
spiders.
when you kill them, they go like this because
I
there's no more hydraulic
absolutely
press
hate
holding their.
spiders. Why would I want to know more
Wait.
about them?
Are you wearing like leather? Are you wearing leather pants? Because you're feeling all this if you're wearing leather
He's
pants.
definitely wearing
bro.
his brown pants right now.
God, that's disgusting.
I mean, if you
Because-
really want,
Ow.
I can like wrap you both in web.
No!
Yeah, literally just go full suicide on you.
Guys,
Personal
guys. All I'm saying is I read the Tolkien books. This ends poorly for us.
This is not. So legitimately.
You ever read Harry Potter?
arachnophobic.
Yeah.
I'm
Come on.
friend.
My thrower is a giant spider.
She's like, oh yeah, I can.
Please, someone just
bring
knock
romance.
y'all out. Just like.
But you
I
fall.
got you, buddy.
I want
All right,
good
so
Lord, Tia,
as I was
just
saying,
strike me
Sorry.
down.
But I'm gonna do it with a lay on hands attack, so it doesn't
You-
cause any damage.
you get to the inside of the wall out here. So if you're looking at the picture inside the Discord chat, the front star corner farthest to the
I can
right.
see from here. I'm not
Yeah.
blind.
All right, that is where you currently are. From there, you can see there is a massive courtyard and a wooden palisade that separates an inner gate from the outer gate that connects to the escarpment. All right. To the center, you can see the building labeled XR9-12, which is basically like a big keep-style building. And then there are a section of buildings on the left side and on the right side. So right now, the closest buildings you are to are 9-8 and 9-10. Gauss will finish wiping off spider hair and mucus from him, and then suggest that we stealthily approach any of the buildings and start clearing out the
You want me
dwellers.
to go in first?
Why is Gauss being sensible? So sensible at this moment.
Because he doesn't like.
All right.
Because he doesn't
Because-
like gnolls.
These things, and he wants to
Because
kill them in the
Gauss
most
is not
efficient
being
way.
the Gauss, I will be the Gauss this time and go, why don't we sneak down there? And set fire to each of those little outbuildings as they are made of wood and the walls are made of rock, so we couldn't possibly burn down the entire fortress.
And only 4 of us understood.
Well,
Uh,
we need to.
I don't think Gauss would argue that.
Gauss would say like we
could be
can't
more
light
fire.
the buildings on fire because that will alert the.
Yeah, I was
Entire
about to say.
fortress.
Yes,
once
well,
he's
they will
on
try
down
to
with
put
that.
it out and we light them on fire too.
Or we could sneak through the
But
encampment.
you're
They're all
gonna burn
asleep.
down your fortress.
I just need the walls.
Actually, why don't we take out the guards patrolling on the top?
Yeah, and he would suggest like now would be a good time to drop the silence. How long does silence last? A round or minute per level?
I think it's a round per level.
Oof.
Do you cast it on a creature or a
Which is gonna be like 4
Yes.
minutes, guys.
Okay, let's take out the patrolling guards.
All right. I will start going one
I
way.
volunteer to be casted silence on.
I volunteer to take him with me then, so I am in his cone of silence.
Okay.
Thus,
Should
What's
I
your walk
stay in
speed?
spider
Or
form?
your-
my walk speed is 30.
Oh, then we have the same. Yeah, we move as
One
one.
round per level.
Yeah.
move as
Yeah, but the thing is I also
You can stick a
chunk,
web
chunk,
together.
chunk, chunk, being
Blink.
in full blade.
Or
But
she
you
could web
wait
you to
too.
him, and you could just use
No!
Instantaneous,
No!
and it's
I mean, if
also
you
like-
want to web him to my back, I'm not
Well,
going to
it's one round,
argue.
And then you spin around. He does a shot, and he spins. back
How would
around.
I know when to spin around?
Wait, during
I tap you on the
Oh,
shoulder.
I'm round per level, so
All right.
it's-
So
That
you
works.
guys,
All right, he's pro it. He just.
So you
But
guys
I-
start making your way towards the first guard tower,
Yes. Stealthily.
stealthily.
Sneaky.
Is this
Well, actually, there is
before or after silence?
Have you silenced officially? Like, have you actually said like I cast silence on Yawa Nakamura?
No, I have not yet.
Okay.
So
Then
we're, so
Great.
you guys are clinking away.
I was gonna say, should we cast it on ourselves?
No, that's what
Because
that's
that
what
would
the
be
stealth.
most...
That's what the stealth was for. So we wouldn't.
no,
That was
because you
simply
are a
getting into the
spellcaster,
fortress.
sir, and you might need a verbal component for a spell.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and actually drink my
Same
Yeah.
with these two and her
Yeah, the
and
only,
Gauss.
and I'm gonna get
Me
a
and
little,
him are pretty much the only people who don't need to be heard or can work in silence because we don't have verbal components.
Alright, then
Yeah.
I'll cast it on him because he makes the most noise.
Yeah, and then
All right. So because you guys are silenced and you're traveling inside the zone of silence, you travel across the wall to the first guard tower. The door on this side is kind of jammed shut. You can see that it's basically derelict, huh?
What building?
It's going to be
it doesn't
9-4.
matter. We can kick it in because
You
they
see
won't
that
hear it.
little like
Little
ramp
nook.
up? Yeah, that's basically
I know,
the guard
right.
tower.
Okay.
But in this
creak,
case,
nothing.
the door that separates it from the outside wall is basically derelict, but it has been jammed shut. Hinges and everything have been rusted off, so for the most part, it's basically just forced and wedged in there with other pieces of wood.
Okay. So once again, because we have the silence up, I can just kick this motherfucker in and nobody will hear it.
Nobody will hear it.
Correct.
I would like to help that as well.
They may see it if they're inside or on the other side.
Yeah, but we're going in there to kill them anyway.
Alright,
And they
Bridge.
can't scream for help because of the silence.
How big
Okay.
a radius is it?
20 foot.
20 foot.
It's going to cover a lot of area.
All right, so go ahead and try to force the door open. Do a general strength check. Before you roll? Does anybody want to assist?
He said he wanted to
If
assist.
you
Okay.
wanna
Please
be
have a
large-
strength score if you're
Hey,
assisting.
do you
The
wanna be
DC
a
to
large?
assist is just a 10.
No.
Okay.
Okay, we're just taking time though. Or no?
No, you cannot take a 10 because there's repercussion of failure.
Oh, great.
You failed to assist.
You said
You assist.
general strength?
Yeah.
15.
Okay, you assist him to give
Okay.
him an 18, which is the DC.
All right. You get 18.
I kick down the door.
Well, the two of you basically put your plated shoulders
Yeah, you
into
shoulder
it,
the door, yeah.
and both of you together. But I just swapped the rolls so we didn't have
Let
a
it
well, technically
kick
you
it.
didn't make
That's
it.
very
but yeah, I just
munchkin-y,
switched
you know, like kick
because a
open the
17
door.
would have failed.
Yeah.
Oh, so he was only given a +2?
Right, that's what assisting is. But you put your shoulder to the door. What little bit of a rusted hinge remains kind of catches the door and it swings open and it's kind of hanging crookedly. You can see inside, across from you immediately, there is another door that is slightly opened, and you can see the patrol. Like, that's the patrol, the two gnolls that patrol the wall would come in here to get goods, like water and food, for whenever they would want to take a break. There is immediately only a staircase that leads down to what would be the ground floor of the fortress. And down there you can see there are 5 sleeping gnolls. They have nice, but still rudimentary compared to humanoid, like sleeping wear. So furs, bedrolls, that kind of stuff, pillows, and the remains of what would have been food. Answer.
Non-paladin question. Can a creature that is asleep be cooed?
Yes, sleeping is a helpless condition.
Yep.
You should go coup de grace those people.
He uses ammunition. You should go coup de grace those people.
Well,
They
it
are
looks like they are hoarding money, the greatest sin of all.
And
about-
they're chaotic evil, so
Oh, yeah.
you
How
have
about
no
we
quarrel
think
with
about that
exterminating
while we
them.
take a quick break?
Let's.
Okay, let's think about that while we take a quick break.
All right, so yeah, to clarify, You're at the top of a tower.
Yes.
I know.
About 40 feet down. I said 50, but that wouldn't make sense. About 40 feet down where the base of the fortress is, because the gate comes up at a slope.
Okay, so like 3 stories down.
Yeah, correct. There's 5 of them sleeping in the base.
We could see them?
And you can see them because there's enough light coming in through the door you opened and from the general daylight ambience that under low light circumstances / passive light, you can see them.
Is it kind of like a circular upstairs with an opening in the middle and we can see down and we see them?
It's a square tower
Uh-huh.
there's no floors. It's just each wall is lined with a section of the staircase that leads down to the base. And on all of the walls, and on the wall that faces the escarpment, there are the arrow slits
Okay.
for defenses.
Well then, I'm gonna drink my mutagen, become more dangerous looking, more stealth, more dexterous.
Yeah.
Let's
So you
go-
look like me then.
a little more leaner, yeah. But let's go down there and let's take these ones out.
All right, so you have to give like a hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we're silenced.
Yeah, because you're silenced.
I just start walking down.
All right, so the party's heading down. All right, so you go down. I'm not going to have you guys really roll to kill 5 level 0.5 gnolls, because they're half a hit die.
Got him.
Oh, I could have just dropped an alchemist fire then.
Yeah, you probably could have just dropped the alchemist fire.
I mean, but that wouldn't have been a clean kill, and that would have caused noise. And
It
it
would
would
have
have,
purified them.
yeah. But you go down using a various group of
But-
weapons and skill. You coup de grace the
wouldn't
5 sleeping
hurt
gnolls.
it.
Huh?
It wouldn't hurt it.
The base of the tower is lower than the lowest point of the silent spell.
But if we went down far enough, we would have been fine.
Yes, if you did that, that's fine. But you go down and you kill the gnolls.
Yep.
All
Right. So now you can go down from here. There's a doorway that leads out into that inner courtyard, the one separated by the wooden portcullis
Makes sense.
or the wooden palisade.
Yeah, I got you.
How long
Straight back
does
up. We
silence
got to
last?
get the
4 minutes.
wall guards first.
4 minutes.
So it's probably been about a minute to this point because you basically just cast it, walked along the wall, came inside, looked down, came down.
I point up and start going up.
Yep, I follow him up.
All right, so you guys make your way back up the tower. Where do you go from here?
I kind of just grab the door.
Try to sneak up on the one that was walking away, I guess.
Is an old still walking away, or is one walking this way?
They walk opposite each other.
So
So
it's-
one is walking away while one is walking to you.
So then I would gently put the door back on.
So we have seconds by the time he actually gets to us to kill him before the other one turns around and sees us.
Actually, Gal's probably doing a performance check trying to tell us, this
Of
for
course, if we throw him outside of the wall to land into the ravine,
Also,
by the
did
time
we
he
throw
lands,
his
he'll be too
bodies
far
outside
away
of
for
the-
anyone
No.
to care.
We didn't throw the bodies
No,
outside
they're
the
inside their little.
Oh,
sleeping
they're inside
area,
just
so-
laying on the ground, but
good thing we all
is anyone interested in trying that plan of just throwing him off the outside of the wall so the fall will kill him?
I am all okay
Would he
with
be
this.
screaming?
I
though, as
prepared-
Well,
he-
yeah, but by the time he leaves the zone of silence, it's not going to matter. He'll be too low for
I'm at
anyone
the
to really
doorway
care.
ready to grab and pull him in.
Okay, so you're
Oh,
trying to do a CM.
Oh, you want to do a pull?
You want to do a grapple maneuver against him.
You don't want to throw him off the edge.
Van is at the door ready for him to walk in to ambush him and pull him in, and then
Yeah.
shut the
Okay,
door.
that's fine.
All right, Gauss will get ready to close the door behind him so that the other one, when he turns around, just sees that, oh, he probably went inside.
I'll assist you with the grab if you want.
Sure.
I have a pretty
Well,
good
how-
CMB.
How many
Because
can
I
help?
don't.
What's your CMB? Isn't this CMB versus CMD on grab?
How
Yeah.
wide is this?
Mine's an
this
8.
tower?
What's yours?
Or how
Yeah.
surface-wise, how large is this tower?
But no one's making the decision. I'm like,
I tell you what,
Inside,
I'll do
you're
the grab.
standing on a 10-foot path,
Unless you have a CMB that's better.
and the path basically aligns with the wall.
So
There
you
is-
just, like,
there isn't, there's
tap
just
me
open
and
space
move
to
me?
your right.
Yeah,
and solid
I have an
ground.
We're in a
8 for
tower,
CMB.
are we
That's
not?
fine.
Yeah.
I think I can do this.
If
I can
we're
do it.
how
I look at you
wide
and
is
look,
tower
so that-
from wall to wall?
I got a good old 5 for that one.
20
Mine's
feet.
better.
But I think
40
Gauss
feet,
would want to
40
help
feet.
because he's a strong.
Pretty sure I have the best scene.
I mean, if
He's
you
a
grab,
Yeah.
if you grab him and we get in enough attacks, we can probably just kill him in a round.
Oh yeah, you'll kill him in one.
Can you just shoot him in the head?
I think.
I mean,
wait.
I would have to focus an entire round, and I don't think he'd let me take a natural 20. on
Can't
that.
restrained also be cooed?
Yeah, pinned can be cooed.
So I'd have to grab him, wrestle him to the ground, and pin him.
Yes.
I doubt his CMD is better than my CMB. I think I could pull it off.
Is he almost here?
Yes. So he gets to the door.
Yeah, he tapped me. He took my spot, so
Okay.
he's ready to pull him in.
All right. So go ahead and roll your grapple.
Which is just a D20 and CMB.
Yes.
16.
Ugh. 16? No, 10. But that's with my 8. I rolled
Okay.
a 2.
Real quick, roll for your assist and roll for your assist.
We're
Anybody?
gonna need it.
Can we all assist? Or?
Sure. I mean, you guys
But
are
then-
all there, ready to grab the
Don't
guy.
ask me.
CMB 7.
You fail to assist.
18.
You assist. You assist.
You rolled an 18.
You assist.
Nice.
Yeah, he's doing the killing. Wait, what about Gauss?
Gauss assists.
All right.
So add another 8 to that.
Alright.
8 and 10 is 18.
Plug the
Alright.
bayonet in.
So
Stab him in the
you
face.
basically grab him by the collarbone, and for a second he gets away from you, but then everybody's hands basically reach out and grab him.
And then Gauss is
Scooby-Doo
like,
style.
So common.
I just gotta state, can you say grabbed him by the shoulder? 'Cause
No, like you hook into the collarbone.
Oh.
That's
I can
the-
feel that.
That's the orc thing
Sorry.
you've taken
I've
over
been
there.
grabbed that way. That's
Yeah.
the only reason.
I apologize.
It hurts.
But yeah, so you guys all grab him, pull him in, plug bayonet. Go ahead and roll your attack.
You shouldn't have ratted. You can't hear that,
Plug
though.
bayonets.
You shouldn't have ratted on little Tony.
What? +2 to hit?
Bab plus your dex mod.
Bab. Oh yeah, that's plus Dex mod. Oh no,
Yeah.
word. That's 17 just off of the Dex and die roll alone plus, so 21.
All right, roll your damage. D8,
D6.
D6.
We said it was a D6 plus 1 or no?
I think at this point I'd be willing to let him use the 8.
Oof, bad damage.
All
2
10.
damage.
All right, so you stab into him. It's not enough to kill him.
I go for the wall.
Sure, you got. It's basically going to be the each of you get to act, and then he spends his
I'd
turn
like to
trying to
roll to
break
pin.
the grapple. Yeah,
I'll drop some acid
he
on his
fails.
face.
Okay.
Sure.
Don't you have to cast that?
Don't
It's a-
waste
it's a-
your
it's a-
spell.
It's a.
Yeah, but
Does 10 touch him?
Yeah.
10 touches him?
yeah, he's grappled.
That's 1 point of acid
17
damage on his
versus
face.
What's the
17 versus
stat?
AC.
Hit. Yeah, roll the hit.
It's a D12.
Pretty much everybody can attack except for Uruk, because you're maintaining.
So I'm gonna roll to pin now my next turn.
Does a 17 hit?
Or if he's alive.
Because it's strength based, so I get a -1. Unfortunately.
Should
I'm
have
not
used a
so
crossbow.
No, 9 hit.
Okay, so as you all basically just dog pile him, you grab him,
'Cause he's
pull
a
him in,
gnoll.
and with a various amount of
the
instruments,
boots
just
to him.
stab. Yeah, just put.
He gets acid in the face, gets
Yeah.
stabbed.
If the
stabs
zone of
again.
silence hadn't been there, you would have heard bite the curb.
And I pull
Yeah.
down these down into my mask and lip because he can't hear anything.
Bite the curb?
20 cents is rich. God.
Yeah, so you kill one of the guards walking along the wall. Are you waiting for the other one to come back?
Might as well.
He's gonna wander
He's
the
gonna
floor.
go. Well,
Want to shoot him.
we should, but we shouldn't at the same time. Because once he turns around and sees the other guy not walking towards him, he might raise
Alright.
the alarm instead of.
How far away is he?
80 feet.
We should
If I take the
probably
rest
go
of the
ahead
round, can I shoot him?
and move the body
Yeah.
down to the other
Alright, I'll
one.
take the rest of the round, steady shot, steady aim and shoot.
I'll take a shot with an arrow too.
Okay,
Anyone else
I
want to
will
take a
too.
shot with an arrow?
sure.
Yeah, with the crossbow, yeah.
I am all about everybody
Yeah,
just
you could take a shot.
pincushion him real
You
quick.
can throw a javelin.
So,
I
You can't
can
throw a
just-
ja- you
yeah,
can't
that's
throw a
the
javelin that
first
far.
time.
just for posterity's sake, since I just took a 20 instead of
80
it's
feet?
not critical, so no times 4.
Well, you're not taking a 20.
You have to roll to hit.
You're still rolling to hit.
Right.
I'll give you a bonus.
You want to roll the back?
Throw me a freaking bonus here.
God says it is a 3.
11.
Oh, there you
11.
are.
I have 2 shots. So
11
want me
misses.
to make a second shot?
Sure. Steve?
Oh,
I get a card, guys.
Lord.
I roll
Oh.
a natural 1.
Okay.
Oh, the zone of silence left. See, here's everything.
24
Ah.
against his normal AC.
24 touch. 24 hits.
What do you add
Uh,
to a javelin?
Awkward attack, you're at a -2 to your armor class.
It's a strength
for-
base.
Throw a javelin.
Oh.
Basically for the rest of the silence.
He said it.
But yeah, it can only go up to 30 feet.
Oh.
8.
8, okay.
21 to hit.
Hits.
That should be 4.
Unconscious.
Oh,
They have 10 hit
unconscious
points.
is all we need.
Yeah.
And then I just.
Alright, so you go out to him to recover your
I
arrow.
will.
I will
Crawl.
go out to him, with him so I can throw that body quick off of the side of the
Okay.
wall.
Please make sure it's ravine side of the wall and
Yeah,
not
obviously.
center
That's fine.
side.
So you guys,
Because I see
you
them,
gotta
like,
specify what Dylan.
I
both of you,
That
roll a
turn
stealth
was
check
five.
real quick.
With advantage.
Wait, are we
We don't
are we
have
silent?
advantage.
Oh, we're still.
You're
He's
still within line of
silenced and
sight.
you're with him.
True. I was gonna like crawl, but he's going with me, so it doesn't matter
Yeah.
anymore.
You're still crawling,
Yeah.
but they can still see you.
Ooh, no.
Because from the inside of the fort, there isn't really a lot of cover up to here.
7, because I got
9.
9. Okay, so you guys low crawl.
And they see you both.
But my tail's like.
You get out to the body. You grab it. You know, are you checking it for anything, or are you just chucking it?
We don't have time.
I'll check him.
Okay. So you spend a round to check over him.
Just-
He just has some armor.
There
he
could be
does.
key.
Yeah,
Jeez.
7.
He does have a war horn on him.
Which could be handy later.
Okay. So you take the war horn,
And
and then you
Are you
throw,
proficient
chuck
with
the
war
body
horn?
into the ravine.
Yes.
Okay.
Do we need stealth?
All right.
Stealth back.
So we just took
No,
out XR9-4, right?
Yeah.
I would signal to the rest that there's probably more in the other tower.
Yeah, we need to work our way to XR9-9 now.
Yeah, but we need to move as a whole unit. We can't just.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
no, I 100% agree. No one's
You're
arguing
on.
that point.
You're on the right side of the tower. So to get to 9-9, you would have to cross the.
All right, so we are closer to XR9-4 then.
There's 2 XR9-4s. One on
Okay.
the left, one on the right.
All right.
You're on the right side. You're closer to 9-10.
We're closer to 9-10.
Yeah, because it would go 9-4 to 9-8 to
Yeah.
9-10.
So we're on this side.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, we need to make it up to the next guard tower, which I assume will be closer to XR9-8.
The only other guard towers are going to be the gatehouse, 9-3, and then the other 9-4 across.
So we should
Follows
go
the
to
wall.
9-3 then.
So you want to clear the whole wall.
Yeah, I want to
then
take
come-
anybody who will have aerial support for them before I go down to the center to
Okay.
fight.
All right.
So that way I'm not dodging arrows from
We're
above
100%
while
in
fighting
this
on the
shit.
ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Typical video game strategy.
So, yeah.
You clear the upper area, work your way down.
Okay.
You
So
can signal me to go get them. I will continue crawling while you get them.
I have to go with you.
Because he has the silence.
'Cause I
the
have
silence is
bonus
about to
silence.
wear out. Because it
Alright.
was only for a few minutes.
All right.
Well-
would you rather me just push to 9-3 than?
I'm like, I point to them, go get them. Well, if it's about to run out, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. If it's about to run out, by the
And
time
I
get
will
back,
take
it'll
the
be over.
20 for my stealth check again.
At this point, you cannot take a 20 because there is a repercussion to failure.
Well, then eat my ass.
Oh, dice.
All right.
What you got at me?
I'll go to 9-3. How long of a jaunt is that?
You're right next to it.
Hey, 16 for stealth.
All right, so there is a open, like before. It's a doorway made out of stone. The door itself is just barely hanging onto the hinges, and inside you can see some movement dancing around in the light and shadows.
Can I just crack open the door slightly and peek in?
Yes, as you do
Because
so,
I'm not there yet.
you see that there are 11 gnolls, 6 of which are sitting at a
I
table,
can't
like
take a 20
eating and
myself anymore.
feasting. 5 are at the wall that overlooks the
Because I have no
escarpment,
dax.
basically with longbows
14 is
ready,
natural.
kind
I'll
of
never check my phone,
just
get 10,
alert
right?
to what's going on. And there is one that looks to be like it's
-6.
working at some type of alchemy table.
Differences in elevation for each individual.
Uh,
I
4
assume-
up here, 7 down here.
Alright. I will not advance forward. I will wait for my party. And when they get to, I would like to say, what would you say viewing distance of my actions would be?
What do you mean?
So like if I was to like hand signal how many there are,
They can see you.
they can see me. They're that close right now.
They're 80 feet away from
They're
you.
80 feet.
Yeah.
So you'd have to do like big hand signals, but they could see it.
All right. Let's say if I wanted to do like just a generalistic count on my hands, how many there are in that room.
Should have brought the dart.
Yeah, what would you do specifically?
I would
like
just
go.
I would just say stop inside 11.
Okay,
How long would that? How noticeable would that be to them?
they could see it.
Okay. I'll have that.
Unless you after the stop.
Because they don't want to just
collaborate
stand up and be
with-
like, hey guys,
no bueno, 11 of these assholes. Like, I don't want to do that. I want to make it subtle. And I
Yeah.
want
So
them to know.
so yeah. So
Go stealth.
he stops. He turns around.
Where are they?
He points into the room. You know.
So we have them beat 10-1. We should go in
Because
there.
for I could take care of the ones that are eating
There's
potentially,
10 of us, one of them.
but
We can...
that's going to be a really loud noise.
Yeah. So at this
Are
point,
they
the
all
silence
together?
has worn off. So you have to
Elevation?
be,
And then there's another one.
you know, close
Actively
to
stealthing.
communicate. Yeah, actively stealthing.
If I were to use like a cone-based attack.
You could hit probably all. I'll give you